preview of an interview that I'm going to be doing with a truck driver who was stuck and stranded in a blizzard. Jay, it's my son. Go on, buddy. All right, my son's trying to get it. Anyway, he's going to be coming on here in a few minutes. So, like I said, we're going to be going live here. And just a few minutes, this is my first live interview, split screen. So, y'all bear with me. I'm at the house today, and we're going to try to make this work. So, we're going to give it a few minutes to let everybody get on. I'm actually a little early. So, I'm going to actually come back here at 6 p.m. So, like I said, we give it about 5 more minutes. Let some people get cut on here, and then we will starting at 6 p.m. So, y'all hang tight. If you're watching this rerun later, all you got to do is just fast forward it up to the 6 p.m. mark. A few minutes into this, and we will definitely get started. But again, like I was saying, we're going to wait until 6 p.m. before I actually start it. What this story is about is a driver who was stranded in South Dakota. He got there, I'm going to let him tell a story, but he got there, I believe, last Sunday, and he was there until Monday. He was stuck on the side of the road. He was prepared. He had food. He had everything that he needed. But on this third day, the fuel light come on. And when the fuel light come on, he got a little worried, but he couldn't go nowhere. And like I said, I'm gonna let him tell the story. But what happened was farmer come by, and the farmer come by, a regular farmer, hooked a chain to his truck and hauled him to the truck stop. So, like I said, I'm gonna bring him on at 6 p.m. Hopefully everything will work out. How's it going there, Canadian Grower? How's it going? Now I'm not driving today. I'm at home today. So, like I said, I'm about to do my first split screen live interview. So I'm glad y'all are all joining me on tonight, and it's going to be a very interesting story. Like I said, I'm gonna start at 6 p.m. So I think we got a few more minutes. I've got to send a link over to the driver, and he's going to tell a story. He was stuck in a blizzard for 6 days, right? Exactly. So, yeah, like I said, that's a long time to be stuck worrying about fuel, what else he couldn't see. Anyway, I'm not going to interrupt it. We're going to let him tell a story. So we're going to get going here in just a minute. Yeah, man, I'm definitely at home, big dog. I'm at home spending time with the family. I'm just off today. I got home last night. I leave back out tomorrow. I'm going to Orlando, Florida for Thursday and Friday, and then I'll be back. So, all right, I'm going to go ahead and try to get the dude on now. And he'll explain his whole story. Very interesting, though. Awesome. It's awesome. Let's see. All right, I got the live thing sent to him. What's good, Trucker 87? Like I said, I'm about to bring on my first interviewer. It's supposed to be at 6 p.m. We're going to start it. What's up, Trucker 87? What's up, Canadian Grower? Glad y'all joining me live tonight. But anyway, so we're going to bring him on here in a minute. Like I said, just give it a few minutes. I send him over the link. It may take him a few minutes to get going, but we're going to bring it in. I'm going to let him tell his story. It's going to be really interesting. But how's everybody out there doing tonight? Everybody doing good? How's everybody doing? I'm at home tonight, so I actually can respond to your text, and I can always do my answers and stuff. But sometimes time I'm driving and I can't do it. But my son wants to say, "Hey, come on over here and say hey, Jay." My son's going crazy. He wants to say, "Hey, this is my son, y'all. This is my son, Jay. He's got his own channel too. It's called Charizard's Party." Anyway, you want to say, "Hey, Jay."
Hi.
I appreciate y'all joining me live. Yeah, I'm at home tonight. We're waiting on the guest to join us. He should be here in just a minute. Oh, the new guy, Tevin. And Tevin's doing great, man. Tevin's driving really good. I've been training him, and he's doing great. He's at home tonight, too, so we don't have to worry about that. But, yeah, he's at home. So let me try to send the guy real quick from South Dakota the link one more time. Like I said, he's supposed to be at 6. It's about, what time is it, son? Can you look on the clock? Anyway, y'all give me 1 minute. Let me try to send the link over to him so we can get it going, all right? Oh, 2 more minutes. He's got 2 more minutes before he comes on. So y'all just bear with me, but I'm going to send him that link one more time.
Stay right.
All right, we got to send over to him. He said he will, in just a few minutes, he'll be able to get on. He just sent me a message saying that he's running a little behind, so we got to give him a few more minutes before he can get on here. So anyway, so yeah, what's going on? Canadian Grower said, I thought there was a new guy after Kevin. Yeah, No, it's Tevin. No, Tevin ain't done yet. The last guy was Trey. I had Trey. Trey was I had him for 4 weeks. Now I just got Tevin. Tevin's first week was last week. He's what's going on, James Johnson? How you doing? I see y'all there. Yeah, like I said, Tevin's a new driver. He started last week, and he's doing great. So he's still got 3 more weeks. So y'all get to follow him on his journey. But yeah, the guy from South Dakota, or actually he's from Michigan, but the guy that we're interviewing just sent me a message and says it's going to be a few more minutes before he can get in a position. So I apologize about that. But how's everybody else doing tonight? Anybody got any questions for me? I'm willing to take questions as answers tonight. Y'all just let me know. Like I said, while we're waiting on him, he should get on here in just a minute. He just texted me and said a few more minutes. So it's going to be a really interesting story. I'm really excited for him to share. He sent me a lot of pictures and a lot of stuff about it. So really interesting. And it just shows that we need to be prepared no matter what, especially this week. This week coming up is going to be a lot of snowstorms out there. So drivers, wherever you're at, make sure, I cannot stress, make sure that you've got plenty of fuel, plenty of diesel in your truck. Make sure you got plenty of food. Make sure you got extra blankets, warm weather. I don't even want to go into a story because I want to wait on him, but it's just the importance of being ready and being prepared is crazy. So make sure that everybody is definitely prepared. But yeah, how are everybody else doing out there tonight? Everybody doing all right? What's going on, Trucker 87? What's good with you? How's the weather in Texas? How's the weather in Canada? The Canada weather doing pretty good? Y'all get any snow up there? Anyways, we'll give a few more minutes for him to get on. He's having some technical difficulties, but it shouldn't take much longer. It says going to be 12 degrees in Texas for the low on Friday for Texas, and we ain't ready for that. Oh, I bet. Lots of snow. Where at in Canada are you, Canadian grower? Where exactly are you at? Texas Trucker 87. He's in Dallas, Texas, or near Dallas. Is it Dallas, Fort Worth, Texas? Is that where you're at? 12 degrees, man. That's cold. It's going to be like 15 degrees here in Georgia, and we're definitely not ready for that. Definitely. All right. He said a few more minutes, so it should be there. It's 39 right now. A lot of snow, but 39. Where in Canada are you at? Just curious. Can everybody hear me okay? He said, we have our own power grids. Ain't going to hold that. Yeah, that's definitely. Yeah, Texas, y'all have your own power grids. That's right. It's definitely not gonna hold. Hopefully it does. I wish everybody a great Christmas. I hope everything goes good. Sorry about that. The camera here ain't holding up here. Like I said, I'm doing this from my house tonight. So yeah, the Trekker said, what's up, Stanley Stoner? What's going on? He says, as a new driver, do you think it's better to start OTR now or wait until spring so I have the summer to gain experience before winter? That is a good question. That's a good question. I started in March, and so it's hard for me to answer that. But I'm training new people. I think any time's good to go. I mean, I would never. If you're ready to do something, go ahead and get it done. You can get the good training. It's good actually. If you go out now, you'll be with a trainer, and a trainer can teach you a lot about the snow and about stuff. So, to answer that question, I would go ahead and start now. I would definitely start. Sorry about the Canadian grower. I said 39 degrees. I was like, really? Snow? It's not going to be warmer than that. It's minus 39 degrees up in Canada. Oh my God, that is cold. Minus 39. Down here in Georgia, we'd freak the heck out. There's no way. No way. Yeah, minus 39 degrees. Can y'all imagine that? I can't imagine that at all. I'm in Georgia. I don't know what the temperature is right now, but just thinking about 15 degrees is going to be really freaking slow. So that's crazy. Yeah, so Stanley Stoner, that's exactly what I do. I would go ahead to answer that question. I would go ahead and jump on there now. Get a trainer, get trained, learn all you can, and get to it. Get out there making that money. I mean, unless you just want to wait till spring, but then the only thing about that is you're not going to have the trainer that's actually going to train you to drive in winter. So, yeah, sorry about that. Yeah, very cold. Texas 87 asked Stoner, I did it in the winter when I started. And you can do it in the snow. You can do it in any elements. That's true. If you can drive in the snow, you can drive anywhere. So I would get the training now. That's exactly what I do. Yeah, most definitely. All right, hold on one second, y'all. I'm getting a text from our South Dakota interviewer. So give me 1 second. Let me click over and see what he's saying real quick. Y'all give me 1 minute. All right, there we go. Okay, here we come. Now he's coming on now, I believe. Let's see. I just should have added him now. There we are. What's going on, brother? How you doing?
Pretty good. I don't know how to get back to the screen here.
Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, I'm new to this too, man. So I'm a new channel. This is the
Oh,
first
there we
one.
are.
There you are. Okay, good to have you on, buddy. Yeah, a lot of people have been interested in wanting to hear this story, and
Oh,
yeah, like I said, this is new. I think this is new for YouTube, this app. So this is something I'm just doing. I'm just doing it on my phone too. I'm a new channel. I've only been here, a few months. So, but let's go ahead and introduce yourself to everybody.
well, my name's Tom. I've been driving semi since 2004 in Sugar Beet Fields, and then I did that for about 5-6 years, and then I got my Class A in 2010, and been started out in box vanning and 53-foot box van, and then I graduated to flatbed, also known as a skateboard, and
Right.
I currently pull a 48-foot flat with a 10-foot spread.
Wow. Who you work for now?
Willie Jensen Trucking out of Osage, Minnesota.
Awesome, awesome. And where do you live at?
Minnesota.
So you live in Minnesota. So you're kind of used to the weather. They got a
Yes,
lot of snow there.
it is. This morning when I started my car, when I went to the chiropractor, it was negative 20 degrees.
Sorry about that. Y'all hear my dogs barking. I apologize. Shush, good. I'm at home today, so that's good to be. I'm glad to see you're home too, man. You glad to be home?
Oh yeah, it feels really good.
So tell everybody your story. Let's start from the beginning. And I got the pictures. I wish I could throw them up on the screen, but look, y'all, I'm a new YouTuber. I'm new at this. I'm learning. This is actually my first live interview I've ever done. So, I can't imagine what you went through, man. But yeah, if you could explain to everybody, start from the beginning. Your trip, where you went, and what happened. I'm gonna let the floor is yours.
So let's see here. What would have been the? I can't remember what the dates are, but not this coming or last Saturday, or not this past Saturday, but the Saturday or Sunday before. I took off for Casper, Colorado, knowing that the storm was coming in. So I hurried down there to unload, or Casper, Wyoming. I'm sorry.
Right.
I unloaded my load of OSB down there at the Menards. Then I reloaded some reels, that orange PEX reels for fiber to go under the ground for internet and stuff. Loaded 12 of those. Started going on the I-90, and then once I hit like Rapid City, South Dakota, that was Monday, the 12th. It started raining, and then it started freezing rain. So I pulled over in Murdo, South Dakota, parked there for the night, and then woke up in the morning, and there was a bunch of snow, and I couldn't move. So I just had to hunker down. I was at a Pilot truck stop, so thanks for that.
Okay.
And then on the third day, I definitely needed fuel because my low fuel light came on.
Right.
They were plowing the driveway, so guys could get the fuel if they needed it. And the guy, he didn't plow right in front of my truck, so I had to go talk to the skidder operator. He plowed under there, and then I tried to pull forward, and I could just barely pull forward and rock the truck. So I had to ask one of the guys in the tractors to hook up to me and pull me out, and that cost me $100. But
Right.
it's worth it, in my opinion, than running out of fuel when it's cold out.
Yeah, most definitely.
So
you got it. You was able to use the fuel then?
I got fuel. Yep, full tank. I actually made it up to Fargo, North Dakota, on that fuel. So I was thankful for that. But if it wasn't for the other drivers that were decent in the truck stop, I would have got nuts. Literally.
Oh yeah.
Went and shared stories. I actually got a guy that was in just a cube van. His phone number. He lives in Tennessee. He wanted to keep in touch because we had a lot in common and stuff. So
Right.
I have his number. But believe it or not, there was 3 Africans from Africa there, unrelated, never met before, but they met each other there. What's the chances of that?
That's awesome. You know, Lord does crazy things. So yeah, that's cool. So they're from the same place or near the same place. Yeah, I guess. Yeah, that's cool. That's interesting.
Yeah, and it was I mean, as much as it sucked, it still was um, very educational because that's the longest
Right,
time
right.
I've ever been
Was this is
stranded
this
at
the
once
first time that you were stranded like in a place like that for that long? So you were
for
stranded for a week.
that long. Yeah, because it was Monday at about 6 p.m. Central Time to
Right.
to that following Saturday. So that was the 17th at noon. I was able. They opened up
Wow.
the state
And
again
you said
because the
you
whole.
mentioned there was like a farmer that pulled you with a tractor or something?
Yeah, well, they're contracted to the pilot to plow their
Oh, okay,
driveway
okay.
and
So they
stuff.
pulled you
So
over to the fuel aisle. Got you some fuel.
yeah, I just bobtailed over there. And if y'all
Right.
don't know
Yeah,
what a
I was
bob,
wondering. I was wondering if you left your trailer or how that happened. So yeah, that makes sense. And you had
yeah,
plenty of food in your truck, and I guess you had food at the truck stop. So I mean, at least
yeah.
you couldn't went to like construction
There was a
or
lady.
off ramp or something.
Yeah, there was a lady there that she walked 15 minutes to work because there was a subway in there, and she walked there. She was probably about 50, 55 years old. She walked there to make
Wow,
sure we had subs for food,
that is
or else,
cool.
yeah,
So she walked there just to make sure everybody had to make sure everybody had food.
yes,
That is
and
cool.
it was
That's cool.
very,
That just shows there's a lot of good people out here in our country, and a lot of people say a lot of bad things, but that just shows there's a lot of good people still out there willing to help and really communicate and get through. That's great, man. That's great.
yeah,
What
yeah.
advice would you give? A lot of my people on my channel is weird. It's like 50% experienced drivers, other 50% are brand new. So what advice would you give? Your new driver that's headed out west right now. Like I got a driver that I trained 2 months ago. He called me and he has a load going to. He's picking up here in Georgia, but he's going to Denver. And I don't know I don't know what's going to hit. I don't know what back load about being Wyoming. I don't know. And I see another storm front coming through. What advice would you have with somebody like that?
Be prepared. In the winter months, a lot of drivers I've talked to do not go under a half a tank of fuel in this cold because you can gel up.
Right,
Make sure you have the right 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 fuel. Don't run number one, not number two, because number one's
right,
treated fuel.
right.
Treated fuel is so you can get down in that temperature, so your fuel doesn't gel up on you, and and just make your truck not run. And sometimes it takes a couple days to get it ungelled.
Right,
And
right, exactly.
be prepared, like with clothes. Always bring extra clothes. You know,
Right, yeah, most definitely.
food.
Because you get
Bring
wet.
extra.
You get wet out there, right?
Yeah, bring extra food. Make sure you have extra food. Be prepared because just in case you get stranded. I mean, because I could have been at a rest area, and I would have ran out of tank or out of fuel, and then it ran out of food. So I mean, I have a bunch of junk food in the truck because I like to snack.
Right, right, right. Exactly, exactly.
But I went pretty sparingly on my food because usually I eat two Jimmy Dean's breakfast bowls in the morning every morning before I start.
Yeah,
Because if I
yeah.
don't
Those
eat
are
any other
good.
meal, I eat breakfast always.
Oh yeah, me too, me too, me too.
So I mean, in my truck, I got a setup. I got a little mini fridge, kind of like a dorm
Yeah,
fridge. It actually has a freezer door in it,
freezer. Oh yeah.
and and I got a microwave, and an air fryer. I added the air fryer myself, which is really nice because you can make
I,
hamburgers, you can make
I haven't
steaks.
got the air fryer. The air fryer. I'm glad you said that because I seen one at Walmart. I don't have an air fryer in my truck. I've got I have a little frying pan. I've got a little skillet. I have things I can cook. But the air fryer, how does the air fryer work? Does it work pretty good? The do air
It,
fryers?
I really like it. I bought one on a limb because I heard good things for the
And
house.
you can cook a hamburger in it?
You can cook hamburgers, steaks. You can cook
Really?
potatoes, freaking
Really?
yeah, and it makes it really good and nice and crispy. We made bacon in it once, and some of the
Oh
best
man, I
bacon.
love me some bacon. I
You,
carry packs of bacon with me every week. I cook bacon every day. I love bacon. I'm a
you know this.
diabetic. I'm a diabetic, and I can eat bacon because it doesn't raise my sugar up. So, real quick, I'll share this with you. Today I went. I don't know if you know what A1C is. Do you know what that is for a diabetic?
That's something with your cholesterol, isn't it?
Yeah, it's with your sugar. Like if you get over a 10, you have to take insulin, and then you can lose your CDLs or whatever. Well, I got up to a 10.6 in March, and I had to go back in July for my physical, and I was worried that, they may pull my CDL or, or put me on insulin and I'll lose my license. So I got it down to a 6.7 by July. And then I went today, and I'm already a diabetic for, 15 years. They said I'm a 5.3, which is non-diabetic. I still take my medicine, but I mean, it's like, they're like, whoa, how the heck did you do that? You must be like going to the extreme gym. I'm like, no, I sit on my ass all day long. I drive a truck, but I did it though. And I did it because I quit eating the bread and I quit drinking sodas and I quit eating sweet stuff. So I eat my hamburger meat. I'll still eat bacon. I eat salads, I eat vegetables, but I cut out like the bun, you know what I'm saying? Like I cut out the bread and I cut out the sodas, but enough about that. I wanted to, something I was proud of. I wanted to get out there today, but yeah, so man, that's a really interesting story you got there, man. I'm glad you turned out all right, man. I'm glad everything worked out good. Was you able to be in touch with your wife and everything? Do you have good signal where you was at?
Yeah, I had decent signal. I mean, it was kind of spotty, but it was decent enough to make phone calls, text, browse the internet, watch your videos.
I appreciate that, man. I appreciate that. Yeah, I do a lot of crazy videos. Like I just started a few months ago. I'm new. I'm not nothing like Mother Trucker. He's got like 350,000 followers. But I just started 3 months ago, so we'll build it up and see what happens. But I'm not monetized yet. But it's something I enjoy doing. I enjoy helping other drivers, and I want to share stories like this, man. This is crazy. Like you got to be prepared. And I tell drivers, like, gotta have clothes, like you said, gotta have food. You never know what's gonna happen. It could be where you broke down with toilet
extra
paper,
blankets too, like just in case you're somewhere, because then you can huddle up in your blanket. I mean, a space heater wouldn't be a bad idea. Like a little propane heater wouldn't be a bad idea, because you can always crack. Because you can always crack the windows to vent it and stuff. So
yeah, I've got one under my bunk. I got a Mr. Heater under my bunk just in case. It's not. It don't put off a lot of heat, but it's something. It probably work. I've never used it in the truck, but if I had to, I could. You know what I mean? But yeah, that air fryer, dude. I'm definitely gonna check that air fryer out. That sounds really interesting. Like, so you cook hamburgers in it, and you said bacon. That's what got me.
Yeah, that's awesome. There's another YouTuber that I watch. He Alex, the trucking guy.
I've seen him. I like him too. I'm a subscriber to his channel too.
He has some videos on how to cook meals in there, and he makes way better meals than I do in there. Like in an air fryer. Yeah, he makes it like a tinfoil ball and then cooks it in there.
Wow.
Like a stir fry and everything.
I'm a subscriber to his channel, but I haven't seen any of his videos. So yeah, shout out to that. So what's his channel again? It's Alex the Truck Guy, right?
Alex the Trucking Guy or something like that.
Yeah.
He has some good tips. I mean, he's a fairly new driver, but he has got some good tips.
That's great. That's great. Do you have a YouTube channel at all, or do you have anything you want to share out?
I do have a YouTube channel. I just
put let them know what it is.
Some gaming things on it mainly.
There's a lot of gamers out there. I know you're playing Call of Duty a while ago, right?
Yeah, I was playing Call of Duty with my brother because I like to relax.
Let the viewers know what your YouTube channel is. And y'all subscribe and check it out if you're a gamer. What is it called?
It's Optimus 8304 and Cybertron, because there was a lot of Optimuses out there, so I had to put Cybertron behind it.
I have to say it one more time for everybody.
Optimus 8304 Cybertron.
Awesome. Man, I appreciate you joining. I appreciate you letting us know, man. I'm glad you did this interview. You're the first interview with hopefully many with Trucking Life with Sean. So it's been a great interview. I'm glad you got to share your story and your advice. Like I said, does anybody got any questions for Cybertron here while he's here? Let's see what we got. I'm gonna read some of these comments right here. This guy says he's been training right now with my trainer, but I'm glad that I chose this time so I could learn to drive in the snow and ice. Yeah, definitely. Somebody asked if they should wait. Somebody asked if they should wait till July to start or start now. I would suggest I start now.
Yeah, start now.
You get the training.
Some of the advice that I could give you for driving on the snow and ice is if you know it's icy, 100% know it's icy. No cruise, no Jake brake. You can spin out even using your Jake brake. It's the truth. And if you do catch yourself spinning out because you're using your cruise because it wasn't icy, but it becomes icy, just let off the throttle and it'll come back to you.
Exactly. Another thing, if you don't know if it's icy, if you look for the water spray coming up from trucks, you see the water spray coming up. Once it quits, you know that road's freezing over and it might be trying to pull over. You know what I mean? And if you don't know, just don't go. I've learned over time where especially, driving, you drove up Minnesota, it get hit real hard. And then if you pull over the next day, they salt the road and you're good to go. In cases like a blizzard, like you were in, different story. But, they up north, they do salt the roads, but, you might wait overnight and the next day you're ready to roll again.
Yep. Last year I stayed at the Pilot in Fargo, North Dakota, for 2.5 days while they cleared the roads because I was going west. And I mean, that's close to home, but it sucked. But I was at least at the truck stop still. But yeah, just yeah.
Well, Ben, I appreciate you. I appreciate you joining in. I appreciate everybody watching tonight. I just want to give a quick interview and let them know, hey, thank you for subscribing to my channel, dude. I appreciate it. I'll check yours out too.
Yeah, I don't have very many videos. I have some monster truck videos from quite a few years ago, and some World of Tanks videos because I love playing me some World of Tanks.
Right. That's awesome. Yeah, my son Jay, he plays games. He's a big guy. Here's my son back here. He's wanting a what do you want for Christmas? What was it you wanted?
Probably like an Oculus.
He wants an Oculus for Christmas. He's ready to get into that. So
I don't know.
They
just went.
I don't know if Santa Claus is doing Oculuses or not this year. We'll see though.
Oculus has just went up another $100, and I think it's kind of sucky, but it is what it is.
Yeah, it is. He's wanting to get into it, so I don't know. We'll see what Santa Claus does. But hey, I don't want to take any more of your home time. I'm glad you're home. I'm gonna spend the rest of my day. I go back out tomorrow, but I'm gonna spend the rest of the day with them, and you spend time with your family. And appreciate y'all joining and watching tonight. Thank you, man.
All right, Merry Christmas, everybody.
Merry Christmas to you too, buddy. See ya.
Yeah.
Merry Christmas.
Bye.
All right, bye-bye.
Wow. My first live.